Hey guys, welcome back to our tutorial. So in this tutorial, what we are going to do, we are going to move towards the statistical analysis using R programming. So this is the first tutorial I am recording for statistical analysis using R programming. And before this, if you want to do data structure of, or if you want to do loops, if you want to do data analysis using R programming, so you can just move to the R programming playlist for data analysis, right? So this is the first tutorial in statistical analysis and we are going to start the basics of statistical analysis, just a basic theoretical lecture. Okay, so let's not wait for the tutorial, let's dive into it. Hey guys, this is our PPT which I have created for all of you who is subscribing us for the statistical part, right? So this is the basic root or the basic theory which has its own root in statistics and plays a very important and vital role. Every statistics person or every statistician should know about this. And if you try to build your future in statistics, so this is the basics. Okay, so this is the population. This is the population, and we have to study the population. So this is not possible to study the full population, right? Like in India, we have around 130 lakh crore population. Okay, so this is not possible to study every single person in this population. So what the people do, like suppose in our district, Northeast district, uh, the government or the statistician take a sample out of it from the whole Northeast district, take a sample out of it, and they analyze this sample. Okay. So if we analyze the sample, we have characteristics of a sample. And characteristics of a sample is known as statistics. Okay. Characteristics of a sample is known as statistic, and characteristics of a population is known as parameter. So what are characteristics? Characteristics is a number of observation in your sample and the number of observation in population. Okay, so we are denoting it by capital N and small n. Small n is for sample and capital N is for population. Second thing, we are calculating the mean. What is the average of the sample? Like we are studying the average average of population income spending. Okay, on a daily basis, how this district, how many people is spending how much. So we want the average out of this. So we are calculating the sigma x bar. Okay, so x bar is for the sample, denotation for the mean, and mu is the denotation for the population. And small s is the standard deviation. We are checking all the variation, how data vary on a daily basis, right? Or how much data varies in a month. Like in a month, one day is a very less spending and the another is the very high spending. So this is the variation. So we are studying that. So in the sample, we are saying the small s is to denote the standard deviation of a sample, and the sigma is the denotation for the parameter. Let's move to the next slide. So these are just the notations. So the mean is denoted in population by mu, sample stat is x bar, and standard deviation in the population sigma, and in the sample we are saying the small s is the measure of the standard deviation or denotation of the standard deviation. Variance is just nothing, the standard deviation is one. Okay, so you can just go through it, and this PPT is available in the description, so please go and download it. Okay, we will meet in the next tutorial where we are going to do descriptive statistics, mean, mode, median, and standard deviation into quartile range. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. I want to show you the descriptive and the inferential statistic, or the descriptive statistic, central tendency and measure of variation. Okay, so this is the map of the descriptive statistic, how descriptive statistic go. So descriptive statistic is divided into two, and the central tendency and the variability. Variability measure the variation in the data, how much data vary. Okay, so what is the range, what is the standard deviation, the interquartile range, the variation in the data. We are just getting an inference of the population, that how much population vary according to the sample. Okay. And in the central tendency, we are calculating the basic statistics like mean, what is the average of the population, what is the average of the sample. And we are saying that that we are going that after calculating the sample mean, we are saying that the population estimate average is same as the sample. Okay. Just like we are calculated the X bar for the sample, and we are saying that the population estimate is around X bar. Okay. Because we are not able to calculate the population parameters, right? So the mode, median, and percentiles. So, okay. So we are going to cover this in the next tutorials. So please be with us and subscribe us if you like our video. So thank you, and let's meet in the next tutorial session.